Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're gonna watch another Seton's cast. This was also a random spawn with random factions, and I remember this game as being quite fast-paced with a lot of action. So and that's why I chose it. Also, some interesting kind of strategies in this one. I think basically. And let's have a look. This is here up front, galacticfear playing Aeon for the bottom side. And over here you can already see the players are discussing what they are gonna do. And they kind of agree to all help Gala to push and succeed in that. So they build a lot of air and spam tanks as well. Here we have Trickster. He's better known as Ramak. He's a very good naval player. Here we have Jacci. He's an okay air player, I would say. Over here we have Cagaita, another good naval player, playing Seraphim on Rock. So well, this is a good team. Here on Rock, this is Tiep. He's a very strong naval player. He's Aeon. Him against Ramak will be a good fight, although I would give an advantage to Tiep here. And here we have MajorPluscat. He's also a good player. I think he's better known to be a strong naval player than being a strong front player. So him against Gala will definitely give an advantage to Gala here. Gala does not send an engineer to front. I do not like that, but he almost never sends an engineer. Here we have Funz. He's a very strong German player, playing beach as Seraphim. So over here this will probably be a good match. And here we have me playing Styrbjorn, air spot for the top side. I think usually I should beat Jacci. So let's see what's gonna happen. There is a tank and an Aurora. Of course, there is no engineer for galacticfear, so they will not have anything to kill. But this engineer will get some nice reclaim because there are no units yet for Gala. MajorPluscat should get the better of the mass here. This engineer is still alive, reclaiming. Maybe he gets lucky and get that wreck as well. Which it seems so. So huge advantage for now this engineer will die. That is a bit unfortunate because he could have reclaimed all those Tech 2 wreckages here in the back. And now Pluscat is asleep. He's shooting, but not reclaiming, so this might even things out a bit in terms of reclaim. I don't think Major will get anything more. 7.3k for Major, and 5.5 for Gala. It could have easily been much more for Major, and a little less for Gala. But well, anyway, slight advantage for the top team, and of course you can see Gala took a lot of the mass for himself, and that's why Gala is up here, Major is down here, and all the other 3 players from the top side have better scores than their opponent. There is a nice island grab here by Funz. And he's already building a naval yard. However, there is a bomber incoming. This factory is standing still. It should definitely produce flag or tanks or whatever. And now he starts. He's choosing flag. Probably a good choice. One is out. So some early trouble here for Cagaita. On the other hand, and Tiep took his island. This is already a huge Aurora force, however, Major has about even numbers. Actually, now he has an advantage. Gala must be careful to not die in here. I think in those fights, Major should probably go for Auroras only. Maybe each 5th unit an arty, but not more than this. Let's check the commander upgrades, if they have any. Major has Tech 1 both guns, so this is very nice. And if you face a push, guns are always very nice, especially both with huge range. Gala has Tech 2 and rapid fire, but of course this ACU has range on everything. You just need to have a radar to make it working, and we see Major doesn't have a radar, otherwise he would be shooting right now. And he has one now, but this goes just this area. Major getting some free kills. Jacci is also spamming land units. This is a lot of tanks already. Meanwhile, a lot of trouble here for Cagaita. This has been a lot of Tech 2 drops, and they're still getting kills. A lot of Max is dead already. More arties getting dropped. This is a disaster. He's trying to counter it with Tech 2 gunships, but this is still a lot of artilleries. Now some of them run into the commander, which is a pity for the arties. More drops incoming. Meanwhile, this is a major push, and a major push against Major. So more artillery is getting dropped off. This is really the pain now for Cagaita. We already see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dead maxes out of 13. So he has 5 left, he has 4 left, and Cagaita down to 21 mass here. We already see a huge mantis spam, kind of. Well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 11 engineers. So it's 60 build processors. Is like 4 factories. Also, Jacci losing a couple of maxes. Cagaita having 21 mass income, and Funz having 100. So this is really put Cagaita so much behind now. And also you see a mass income of 119 from me, and my opponent Jacci has 51. So he lost a couple of maxes, but of course he didn't take as well as I did, because he was spamming land so much earlier. He still has Tech 1 maxes all around. He does not have RAS, he does not have any upgrade on his commander, he does not have Tech 2 air, he does not have Tech 2 pigeons. There is the gunships are put to use now, trying to kill MajorPluscat, and it's pretty close. He's down to 1.9k. But I have already ASF in play, and also my team has some Tech 1 air. So meanwhile, another drop for Funz here. This will probably kill another 3 maxes in this area, and more incoming. Let's check if Jacci has overcharge. This drop will be killed immediately, but Jacci does not have overcharge. He should definitely build one now, if he had any engineers. Still, this drop was not so successful, but more maxes killed off. So Jacci down to 41 mass, Cagaita 27 mass. So they have 70 mass combined to their opponents who have 300 mass income combined. So if this push does not pay off huge now for Gala, this game is basically over. Ramak having the best economy for the South team with 120 mass against 144. That's actually pretty good attacking by Ramak. He had basically no mass overflow, I would say, while Tiep got a huge mass overflow and 6 additional maxes. So Ramak definitely did something good here, but it all comes up to this front push now, and there is basically nothing left for Major. Now 2 lines of Mantis coming in. MajorPluscat already on 87 kills, still having the double gun. And this was a nice rank up. As long as there is radar coverage and he has a power storage and enough overflow, because he just has very few pigeons left here. Basically nothing happening over here. It looks like tactical missile launcher for Gala, sniping some of Tiep's maxes, and this will be successful. Tiep has a Tech 1 commander and no Tech 2 engineer in this area. He has 2 over here. He needs to build to move them here as quickly as possible. He now realized it and starting missile defense. Of course he needs 1 or 2 in this area. Funz having Tech 3 land and Tech 2 commander with double ras and the gun. So I think those units will be stopped now. There was the last tank for MajorPluscat. MajorPluscat up to 101 kills. Cagaita basically lost all his economy. He's still only 63 mass income, and Jacci does not start taking either. He must realize now that he should start taking. Meanwhile, I should realize that my opponent has no air. I should have built a bomber already. It's still Tech 2 air. I could have bombed everything, but I didn't realize. I was so busy trying to stop the push. More spam factories. Now there are some autumns in play. The Tech 3 tank is very good against air and paper tanks. It has a high rate of fire, and if I had to guess, this will probably there will probably be put a hold on this one. But Funz is walking his commander in. This is kind of brave. He has radar coverage, and this is, I mean, he doesn't know all the units. If this was a lot of Tech 2 tanks, he's definitely in trouble. His autumns are a bit behind him. It looks like MajorPluscat is getting an upgrade. Don't know which that is. Funz is in some trouble here. We see a push on the right flank and a navy push. There is basically there is not a single ship for Funz here. And now Gala, realizing the positioning of the autumn was not great, Gala will overcharge those. 1 left out of the 3, and Funz in serious trouble. This is a huge force. MajorPluscat stopped his upgrade, trying to get in some overcharges. Funz surrounded down to just timely veterancy here. They all of them retreating. It should probably stay here now. Maybe it draws some fire away from Funz, who's in insane danger of dying. I don't know why he doesn't follow. He needs to surround him to keep him in the area. Now we see a couple of mantis coming in. This already has 16 kills. This just has 3. But it looks like Funz got insanely lucky here. I think it was due to a slight mistake by galacticfear. He focused fire, but he didn't follow. So I think if he just followed, he would have probably killed Funz, which would have made a huge difference. One destroyer out, but this is still a lot of frigates. We see a couple of sniper bots here. They might actually kill the frigates. That would be rather funny. Major is asking for an energy storage, and of course it's been given. There are some units over here. They killed off a Tech 3 max or Tech 2 max. Not 100% sure. Maybe it was just in the upgrade process. Tiep already has 43 kills on his commander. He also seems to have double gun along his resource allocation system. Now those tanks are running in blind into the PDs, and this will be the end of that. Now Major, he's back to 16.5k. This is a 5-star commander, I think. 150 kills. And still with a double gun, no further upgrade. Nice overcharge on 2 Tech 2 tanks. However, he's in a similar position now as Funz was before, and if he wants to go for the kill, he needs to move his units around the corner here. It looks like the sniper bots actually got some kills along those Tech 2 PDs, and there is some nice reclaim now for Funz. The factory is still in place. Cagaita now up to 100 mass income, and Jacci also up to 100. Of course, they are facing 500 mass income on the other side, so they are 300 mass behind. Gala has 100 mass. Almost, and of course MajorPluscat has 0 mass income, so, or 1 from the commander, sorry. Looks like some more maxes got killed by the tactical missile launcher, which has already been reclaimed, it seems. Now the first Tech 3 planes come out for Jacci. I think if I had realized it in game, I could have probably killed everything right now, but I didn't realize it. Kind of a mistake here. I have a huge air force already, and so insane ahead of Jacci. Tiep also slightly ahead of Ramak, but Ramak has a really good economy here at 21 minutes from the beach, almost 300 mass income. This is good taking by Ramak. And there's still this huge force. Looks like it is going for Tiep now. He has already some Tech 2 and some Tech 1 PDs in his base, but this is a rather big push. We see more mantis coming in, but those mantis are not stopping this force. There is Tech 3 land now for me, and they're building loyalists and bricks, and those will stop this force. There is a lot of reclaim. I guess Gala has a huge he has already reclaimed 37k in mass here. So even though he has a slightly lower mass income than what would be usual at this point of the game, he probably has almost one of the most or of the highest incomes overall. 37k reclaimed mass is quite huge. And now, of course, this is all hover. He decided to not run into the PDs, but to go aside and try to get into my main base. Loyalists getting some kills. This is already a huge force. Probably need more than 2 loyalists. Back here there is a lonely brig trying to kill off some units, but with all the shields and the overwhelming numbers, it might take some time to get the force down. Should definitely not go this area. Now there are enough bricks probably to solve this problem. The Royalist is going down. I think the bricks are shooting the Tech 2 flag and not the Auroras, which is bad. This must be due to targeting issues. It's really a problem. Because this Auroras could have all been dead by now, but of course if you shoot Tech 2 flag. Now my commander, it's just a Tech 3 commander, no gun. Tech 2 commander actually, Tech 2 RAS and gun, but I think with a couple of Tech 3 units I should be fine here. Down to 12k. Another brick coming in. Still shooting Tech 2 flag instead of the Auroras. Funz coming in. I retreat into a shield. This Aurora force will die now. And more bricks coming in. This bricks will finally solve this push. There is a lot of nice reclaim now that I will get. Meanwhile, it looks like they tried to push. It probably was not that well coordinated because Ramak was not ready. They should have probably waited before going in. Now all those destroyers will get a huge number of kills. This is a nice Tech 2 force by Cagaita, who has now upped his economy to 186 against 315. And also Jacci now has 134 against 255, so they're kind of keeping up. Some loyalists are walking in, probably not the best choice for me. And I would say this is a mistake. Since they will just get overcharged. MajorPluscat, 193 kills. This is a true war veteran. He's getting some upgrade. This is probably the shield. A nice drop by Cagaita, and I remember it being unnoticed and being on Skype with Funz. He was screaming like hell when he realized those few artilleries are gonna kill off all his Tech 3 maxes. But since he realized it too late, there was not enough. Otherwise I could have just made a couple of gunships or sent my troops there. No one noticed it actually. I think now someone noticed it. Now finally I built strat bombers. I should have done this ages ago. There is Tech 3 Navy for Funz and also a nice destroyer force, so this is definitely full retreat for Cagaita. Seems he took his island back. I missed this, but it was not probably not as important. There is a battlecruiser out now for Ramak, and the battlecruiser is a very good weapon against Aeon Tech 2. But this is Aeon Tech 4, so the battlecruiser has to retreat. Ramak getting some Summit class battleships, that's a good choice. If you have enough of those, the Tempest is just a big target. They also do not miss a lot against the Tempest, since the Tempest is such a huge piece of unit. Now MajorPluscat having a double gun and the shield is 29k HP, so this is a 45k HP commander with a huge range and already 5 stars, so this is definitely a force here, especially against Tech 1 and Tech 2. This is probably, it needs a huge number to get rid of this. And now we see the autumns coming in for Funz here. This drop has finally put to a hold. 3 maxes lost and a couple of mass storages. So Cagaita almost evened it up, 216, 258, so he's not that much behind anymore. But of course there will not still be reclaim for the top side now. Max is getting rebuilt and more Tech 3 land here. I think this was one of the best pushes I have seen. This was really putting a pain to everybody. Even though, well, I think the top side reacted quite well. Funz really got lucky one time when he survived. Since there is no Tech 3 for Gala, this will definitely be trouble for him. I mean, this is 8 bricks, and, 6 loyalists, with 5 autumns, this is trouble. Over here, Cagaita trying to kill the battleships. Funz having some destroyer, but this is a huge hover force, so but there are enough battleships. Funz should change to destroyer now. He needs to have a higher rate of fire to get rid of the hover spam. Over here, a couple of battle cruisers fighting a lot of destroyer. I think Ramak has to retreat here. And there is also 2 Tempest. Looks like one is stuck. This has to be Control Kate, because the Tempest is the worst unit to move in the game. It's stuck everywhere basically. Gala sees or realizes this game slipped through his hands. I don't think there is a lot he could have done different, but it looked pretty good a couple of minutes ago, and now it doesn't look that good anymore. Over here there is still a huge overforce, but there is not a single ship for Cagaita now. And if Funz stays in the water here, this is a huge Tech 2 PD force. I guess the snipers are still somewhere here. Don't see them. Maybe they got killed, don't know. Now Gala is in trouble, and this is 8 bricks. He's dodging and overcharging, but still I'm not sure this is, seems to be a Tech 3 commander. He's really brave here. And now the strat bombers I put to use, and kill off Gala here. So galacticfear goes down here at 30 minutes. He played a very good game, I think, but it somehow didn't work. I think the key to victory was Funz drops here. They really crippled the south side in terms of economy. So Gala was just playing alone his push. Cagaita was not able to win his side because he had basically no maxes and no economy left, so he couldn't use the advantage that was given to him by Gala. I mean, Funz had take 3 land units before he had the first trip out, and still he is winning the navy fight. And that is was caused by this very devastating drop over here. On this side, Ramak is pushing, but I think this is more or less a hopeless push, which will be defended. There's still 2 Tempests in play, and a lot of destroyer. Still very nice effort. Total air domination, a couple of strategic bombers. I think Funz should use the ASFs that were given to him. And the bricks now marching in. Strat bombers still bombing maxes. This looks like a small force, but it's a big force. This is the end for Jacci's Air Force. So the strategic bombers are now a little uncontested here. And still Orphans and bricks running in. Jacci now gives up. I think this game is over. Ramak has lost his navy fight also, so there's very little hope for the bottom team. And this navy will also be lost, and they have no air. They have no map control. They have 2 navies losing their strat bombers over their bases. Remember, I was dropping. I mean, this game goes. Cagaita does not give up. Ramak gives up now, and Cagaita plays on for a couple more minutes before everything gets wiped out by brick drops, strategic bombers, and an Awasa that is being built by Funz. So that's the end of the game. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Was a rather fast-paced game. Just took 30 minutes, and I think the bottom side had their chances with Gala pushing him. He did a lot, but since the economy for the bottom side was so crippled because of the drops, I think yeah, they couldn't capitalize on all the action Gala did. And over here, they basically played an economy game, and Tiep got a slight advantage in that. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and see you for the next cast.